few Pebble notes here on the Stone and Digital Dave radio show before we talk a little bit about the Knicks and the NBA playoffs. Did anybody see Prince on the Billboard Awards? He's already ripped off Rick James. Now he's going after the Lenny Kravitz ripping off Jimi Hendrix look. I guess when you can no longer make hits and you're no longer relevant, I guess this is what you have to do. Try to reinvent yourself. So that's Prince. But I'm going to talk about these New York Knicks.
Boo!
You know, it was so good to see this team lose. And I'm going to tell you why it was so good to see this team lose to the Indiana Pacers. Because all during their season, instead of taking it a series at a time, or even saying, oh yeah, we want to be the NBA champions. No. Their main focus and main goal was to play the Miami Heat. It's not going to happen. The Indiana Pacers came in there with a very, very good team. And I use that team with strong emphasis. They came in with a good team.
That's right.
Rebounders. And that's probably what was lacking with the loss to the Celtics. Besides, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett getting up in age. I mean, it was basically they were the only two who were rebounding. But anyway, getting back to the Knicks. All right. So they took all these teams for granted because their main focus was Miami. But talking about the Knicks, I'm going to say to all those individuals who think this team, built as it is, has a chance to win an NBA championship, all I have to say to them is, shut up. This organization right now is delirious. The Denver Nuggets couldn't win with a nucleus of Smith, Martin, and Carmelo Anthony leading the brigade. No, they could not. So why do the New York Knicks think they can win with this same core? And the answer to that is no. I'm going to give you some alarming statistics here. Here we go. One of these guys can't be on this team next year. And I'm going to say right now the main culprit here is J.R. Smith. All right, I'm going to give you some numbers here. All right, J.R. Smith. All right, we'll go with Carmelo first because we want to emphasize J.R.
Make up your mind,
Carmelo Anthony played 6 games, took well over 100 shots. In 6 playoff games, he had 8 assists. 8 assists. And he had 1 game where he had no assists.
Wow.
So Carmelo Anthony is a magnet. Once the ball goes into him, he's either going to take a wild shot or make the shot. Or dribble, then shoot, or turn it over. 8 assists in 6 games.
Wow.
Someone who is touching the ball so often. Your main shooter, your star of your team. 8 assists in 6 games.
Ouch.
All right, here's the big culprit. And I'm going to say, if the New York Knicks sign J.R. Smith, which they shouldn't, they should sign him to what they signed him last year. They got caught up. And you know this relationship between J.R. Smith and Mike Woodson, this is what cost the Knicks.
But remember, he has an opt-out, Smith.
This playoff series, because they could have gotten past the Pacers. But what caused the New York Knicks to lose lose this series to the Indiana Pacers is the Mark Sanchez, Buddy Ryan
You meant
experience.
Rex.
That's right.
Rex
Mark
Ryan.
Sanchez, Buddy Ryan.
Rex
Rex
Ryan.
You know, the Jets played awful last year. The last
Buddy
2
Ryan.
years. Mark Sanchez played awful. Rex Ryan to Rex Ryan. Mark Sanchez was like a son.
That's my daddy.
So now here is Mike Woodson. Takes this reclamation project called J.R. Smith. And they bond. He changes his game. He gets mature. But I'm sorry. If this guy is shooting 20 for 96, 20 for 96 in a playoff series, if he's shooting bad in that the last Celtics game, you take him out. But for the playoffs, I don't have the total number, but the number for his playoffs, but I do have the number for the Indiana Pacers series. This guy shot 20 for 96. 29%.
Wow. That's bad.
You're going to win games with your so-called second leading scorer shooting 20 for 96 at a 29% pace. And this is where the Mark Sanchez, Rex Ryan, Mike Woodson, J.R. Smith experience comes in. They're delusional. Mike Woodson should have yanked J.R. Smith numerous times. I mean, they should have brought in Copley, Novak. J.R. Smith throwing up wild shots and shooting 29% should have ridden the bench. He should have been on the bench half the time. See, what you're getting with J.R. Smith, you don't have a starter there. What you had in J.R. Smith, you had a good role player, an individual who can come off your bench and make shots and score points. But on the other side, you play this guy 20 minutes, and if he's going out there and he's throwing up bricks, you take him and you sit him on the bench. You don't let him play the whole game. And this is what Mike Woodson did to, I guess, his so-called son.
That's my boy.
He allowed him to play. He allowed him to go out there and shoot 29% field goal percentage.
Miss.
And this is what caused the New York Knicks the series, amongst a few other things.
That's for sure.
If Mike Woodson did his homework, and the New York Knicks management team, they would realize that J.R. Smith, in his past playoff performances, he shoots pretty decent at a 42% clip during the regular season. Not bad, because he takes a lot of outside shots. But come the playoffs, in his short career and his history, his shooting percentage goes down to almost 31-32%.
Wow.
Why do you have this guy out on the court for more than 20 minutes? Why? He shoots 31% in the playoffs. He's killing your team this year in the playoffs, shooting 29%, and you got him playing 35, 40 minutes. If this is your son, and he's causing the team to lose, sit him down. He's one of the biggest magnets as well.
Magnets.
You can live with Carmelo Anthony being a magnet, because he is your so-called star. He's a talented guy. But let me give you the stats, the assists for J.R. Smith in this series. He played 6 games, shot 20 for 96, 29%.
Oh, ouch.
He had 11 assists.
Ooh, wow.
11 assists.
You're kidding.
He touches the ball a whole lot. He's shooting 20 for 96, and he only has 11 assists during the whole series. Mike Woodson, why are you playing this guy? Is it because you brought him in there, he's turned his game around, and you treat him like a son, like Rex Ryan did to Mark Sanchez?
That's my boy.
And now it's possibly costing Rex Ryan his job? Wake up. If the Knicks sign J.R. Smith, you tell them you're playing 20 minutes. If you are hot and you go out there and you're in a hot streak, I'm going to play you. But if you go out there and you throw up some bricks and you go 0 for 6, you are sitting on the bench. You are a role player. You are not a starter. You are a role player. And then, if I'm the New York Knicks, I'm going to Carmelo Anthony, and I'm saying to him, pass the ball. You have to learn how to pass the ball. Do passing drills in practice. Then also, Tyson Chandler, develop some kind of offensive game. A hook, a turnaround jumper. You have to force feed him a little bit more. The guy's taking 5 shots a game, sometimes even less. He's a big force. Teach him a turnaround jumper. It's not too late. A jump hook, something to get some points from the middle. This is what the New York Knicks have to do. But once again, Carmelo Anthony, learn how to pass. J.R. Smith, you are a role player. You will come in. If you shoot well, you will earn minutes. But if you're shooting 0 for 5, 0 for 6, you might not see any more minutes during the game.
On the bench.
Tyson Chandler, develop a inside game. I don't care. Turnaround jumper, anything. And then, let's face the facts. Amari Stoudemire, you got to get rid of him. I don't know if you can use the amnesty. If you can use the amnesty on them, that's what you do. Talented player, but the New York Knicks just cannot count on this guy. He's injury prone. He has bad knees, and who knows how many minutes, how many games he's going to give you next year. It's time to turn the page, bring someone else in, and just add to the pieces if you think you can win with this team. All right, we're going to talk more NBA playoffs when we come up.
Stone.
And when we come back after these messages on the Stone and Digital Dave radio show.
Hey, Stone, I want to clarify. J.R. Smith has a contract he signed with the Knicks. But the only thing he has an opt-out. So he can go to another team for higher money, but the Knicks can only sign him for so much. And in this case, I would say to the Knicks, okay, go shop around. You know, if you want to play for us, we're going to give you what you made last year with some bonuses. But that's the contract J.R. Smith has. So I just wanted to clarify that for you, okay?